Welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Spurs in an interconference battle here at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. This, of course, their first look at the Nets. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Nash is out there with J.R. Smith. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Iguodala in the small forward.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
That's one of those alley-oops upside your head right there.
And it's Smith penetrating. The three can't hit. The Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Here's Marjanovic. And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. That's a surprise. I mean, and really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Inside, here's Marjanovic. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Lopez. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Now here's Harkless. Passes to Koufos. Deflects the pass. Clock at 4. Shot from the wing. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Well, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Last season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
McCallum. No good with the layup.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And it's Miller penetrating. Smith dishes to Iguodala. The shot misses. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And a fast break now for the Spurs. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Not much to complain about for Brooklyn fans with the Nets' road play last year. Looked pretty much the same as they did at home.
And, Kevin, that can cut both ways. I mean, the Nets were 19-22 on the road, exactly the same record they had at Barclays.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And for the Nets on the road, they did have some differences. As a team, they shot better on the road than at home by a significant margin.
Miller outside. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Miller's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Brooklyn.
Beautiful pass by Steve Nash.
That's good. McCallum's got 5 points so far.
You know, overall, the Nets had the same road record as they did at home. I mean, but late last year, they were the only team with more road wins than home wins. That was the case until their final game of the season, actually.
Miller, no up. San Antonio leading by 7. Offensive rebound. Over to the wing. McCallum with the bucket.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Smith. Here's Hill. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Pass to Moore. Down low. He tries for 3. The shot by Harkless, no good. No luck. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Spurs lead by 10. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for them. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Robin Lopez out there with Iguodala. Then it's Smith. Then it's Miller. And it's Nash in at the point. Here's Jackson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Jackson's got his second basket of the game. Reggie Jackson had made some noise about wanting a big contract to be moved last year. Ultimately, he was traded to Detroit.
Yep, Kevin traded from the Thunder to the Pistons, and it actually happened on deadline day.
To the paint. Lopez with the steal. Miller kicks to Nash. From deep. Again, Nash missing.
And if you go back, remember Jackson struggled with the Pistons last year as well. So the team went on a losing streak as soon as he got there.
Redick for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And Jackson will look for a fresh start this season. I mean, hard to play with all the drama and questions going in your head about pending free agency. And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.